Everyone, today is day 441 of carnivore, and I'm going to be starting a sardine cleanse. Don't know exactly what's going on, but I have gained 10 pounds, and I think a lot of it is inflammation. I have re-added heavy whipping cream to my diet. I've been putting that in my coffee. Not sure what's going on, if I'm just having a reaction to that, but we will find out. I want to do this cleanse, and then I just want to go back to the beginning. Once I do this cleanse, I'm going to do it for 3 days, is how I'm going to start it. And my husband is doing it with me, so I'm super excited about that. It's so much easier if you can do something with your spouse, um, because you have that support there. That when you're sitting there doing some kind of sardine cleanse like I did last time, I didn't make it the 3 days that I was trying for. It's very hard to sit there and watch my husband eat a ribeye as I'm eating a can of sardines. So praise God, he is doing this with me. So anyway, I'm going to be doing this. Excuse me. I'm going to be doing this for 3 days, and I've heard other people like Dr. Balls talk about doing it for a week. We will see, but 3 days is the start of this. So today is Sunday, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then I won't eat anything but sardines until Wednesday. I might push it, I don't know. I will just have to listen to my body, because that's what I have really learned to do. I have learned what works for me and what doesn't work. Eating 85% fat or more, and then the rest protein, is what works for me. I had gotten the keto mojo, and I had taken my glucose and my blood sugar levels, and found out what really works for me. I only have one more strip, so I really can't do that. I'm not willing to spend the $60 on getting more strips, because it's like my husband said, why spend the money when you really know what works for you? Just continue doing it. And so I have struggled a lot. I talked to you guys about that, struggling with the sugar cravings since December. And so yesterday, I don't know what in the world, but I was on my way home from services when all of a sudden this ice cream craving came over me. It's like, what in the world? And I was like, praise God, it is the Sabbath and I can't go buy anything. So I made it home, and I'm just a little discouraged about those cravings where I didn't have them for 11 months and then all of a sudden this started again. So, as I said, what I'm going to do is this sardine cleanse. I have this brand, which is the season brand, and I do it in water. I can't stand the ones in the oil. I've never tried anything else but the olive oil ones, and then the ones in water and salt, and no salt. This is no salt added. Sorry, I meant to say no salt added. And then the Great Value brand as well. And I actually like the Great Value brand better. It is bone in and skin on, to where this one has no skin. And I wonder if that's why I like the Great Value brand better. But I also had found this last time and gave it a try, and this is the Kipper Snacks. This brand is Polar. I'm sorry, I know y'all are this is coming in backwards, but maybe you can read backwards. You have that gift. Great. Anyway, so I'm going to be eating some Kippers too. This is going to give me the added fat that I need to be able to eat these. I don't know how many I'll eat a day. I was doing some research of who does this, who Dr. Balls has done it. There's been several keto people that have done it, and several carnivore people. Some people have eaten 7 cans a day. Some people have eaten 3 cans a day. So I will just listen to my body and see. Right now I have 24 hours, I think, or I know it's a little over 23, between 23 and 24 hours of fasting. I did 25 hours yesterday before I ate my meal. And yesterday I ate a chicken thigh and a leftover steak and butter, and that's what I had yesterday as my meal. And so now I will start this and see what happens. And once I finish this, then I'm going to go back to the beginning. And what I mean by that is when I very first started carnivore, I went the first 30 days with just meat and butter. And I didn't do any cheese. I said no dairy. I wiped out all dairy because I wanted to see what was causing me the severe inflammation that I had. And so that is why I did it that way, to just go 100% strict. And I decided from the very beginning that I would do no sweet. That means no monk fruit, no stevia, no erythritol, which, when my cravings started back is when I re-added that stuff into my diet, and by making the carnivore ice cream and using little packets of Truvia. And so I know I have got to get that sweet taste out of my mouth in order to be able to get rid of these sweet cravings and carb cravings that I've had. And I say carb cravings, but it's really been sweet, which is so weird because before, when I wasn't carnivore, um, I've never been a real big sweet eater. I hate cakes. Maybe a cake hot out of the oven with some butter on it and no frosting. I can't stand frosting. Um, I hate pies. I hate pie crust. So now donuts, pastries has always been my weakness, and especially maple. We've talked about the maple, the devil in the donuts, Emily, if you're watching. But anyway, so I'm going to do this, and I will let you know how things are going. If you want, I can give you an update every day. I can tell you how many I'm eating per day. I want to be able to keep a journal, of course, on this and see how it works. Like I said, I was 139 pounds and now I'm 149. And so it's very disturbing for me. And I look back at some of my videos and I can tell in my face that I've gained weight. And I always gain weight in my stomach, and I always gain weight in my face. And so that's the first places that I gain weight. And it's very sickening. I did have somebody send me a really rude, hateful message and talking about my big fat stomach. And so I looked in the mirror yesterday. I was like, what are they talking about? And I realized I don't leave my house without packing. And for those of you who don't know what that means, I'm sorry, I'm not going to tell you. Um, and so I think that's was making my stomach come, my shirt and everything pooch out more. Because of that, I appendix carry, if you know what that means. So it made me look like I had a bigger stomach. But anyway, um, I should not care what people think of me and what people say about me. I had gotten some really great advice. Don't read the comments, and I'm not going to read comments anymore. But then I say that and probably won't follow what I'm saying because I've had more positive comments than I've ever had negative. So I can't let those negative things come into play. And I had somebody cuss at me and say some rude things, and I just deleted it. And so it is what it is. I've heard it's a lot worse over on TikTok, and so I won't be going there. But anyway, I just praise God for Him showing me carnivore and for this really making a change in my health. So let's start this and let's get it on. Have a great day, and remember, meat heals and sugar kills, and fat is where it's at.